Let's talk high frequency, shall we? I'm Jill Russell, and we're in Facial Therapy Center in Sulphur Springs, Texas, on Broadway. So, Facial Therapy Center on Broadway. And we're going to talk high frequency, shall we? There are so many different electrical tools. This is one, of course, that has been around for generations before there were even licensed estheticians, I think. And if you know anything about Tesla from like way back, yeah, we've got a probe on this. It's a glass probe that is filled with gas. And this one happens to be an orange one, I believe. And I'm turning it on. Don't know if you can see the color. But when it touches the skin, and the reason it touches the skin is for to help the fibroblasts do what they're supposed to be doing and wake up collagen producers in our systems. And that has to do with elasticity, doesn't it? Okay, so here we go. Now, listen or watch. Let's see if you can see. This also has a zoom to go higher and lower. And we start out low. Now, when it touches the skin in the system, the live body, and I never tried it in gross anatomy, so I don't know about an analog. But on the live body, you see the zapping, and you can see some, like lightning. Okay. Oh, several years ago, quite a few years ago, I was trying to demonstrate it on a mannequin, and my mannequin's called Millie. That's what I call my mannequin. And it's like, why is it not making contact and zapping? And you know, well, it was a while before I figured it out. This was on a plastic rubber something mannequin that we practice on. No, there was no water, uh, moisture, no live skin to make it zap. And so you see like the little strike of lightning. Now, my favorite thing to use it for, this one happened to be the orange light, and this is what we would use the orange light for, is skin eruptions. It's not just acne, but I do use this on my acne clients as well. But on the skin eruptions, and if we've done extractions during the therapy and during the session, then there may be some open spots or little blood spots or something. And so then we zap that closed. I also like to cover the face with a sheet of gauze. It makes this slide easier and glide easier. And it gives a false sense of security to the client. And it is false sense of security because it's still zapping. I can see it zap. And it will help to close that up. It will help to, because it will help dry it up also. And that's why I use it on acne clients. And then the one with the purple gas in it. That one, is more for anti-aging type of things, which I prefer to call intelligent aging. So your esthetician will know which one to use. And I had a client in here earlier today. We were talking, she would ask me several questions. She had asked me several questions, and I answer as best I can, if it's something that I do know. And if I don't know it, then I don't know it. So with a couple of different questions she was asking me, and then we were discussing it, it was, I will give you an example right now. One of them was facial yoga, and that's good if you're trained in that. I have a family member who is a yoga instructor in Georgia. You have to know what you're doing. You have to know where the muscles are. When you talk about yoga and Pilates and some things of that nature, um, you're working on core. It's not the little muscle right here. It's what's inside and deep inside. And so what I showed her a photograph, or not a photograph, a drawing, artist conception of the muscles. If the skin is removed, the epidermis and dermis and adipose tissue, fascia. And I said, look at these muscles and look at the muscles that are around here and the masseter, and then maybe you're wanting to work the masseter, and then you're going to do a facial yoga. Where are you going to hit in that? Which muscle are you going to work? If you're wanting to go core, you really need to do the buccal massage, which you go inside the mouth, go inside the cheek area, and work that. Otherwise, you're doing a lot of work around here. And what are you doing? Are you draining lymph and then it's stopping right here in the mental lymph node? Or, what are you doing? Creating circulation block. So when you see things on the internet, it might not be what's just the right thing for you. You need to take classes in it, lessons in it. For example, Dan Chin Zone, facial reflexology. Um, there's a triangle of death that you have to watch out for. It's really close to the brain too. So what are you doing? Are you really working it, or do you need to take a lesson? And that's what I do with the Dan Chin Zone. So just because this looks good and you've seen an esthetician, me, Jill Russell, present a very short demo on it, well, I'll show you what you could do. Excuse me just a minute. I feel like I'm a puppet. Do you see this? This is the spoon part. Do you see that? And that, yeah, it's broken glass. So the gas has escaped. It's no longer um, usable. And the other end of it's down there on the floor because I had it already loaded in here. And when we are using these tools, we have to do it with a washcloth. And I have so many years, so many, many, many years of experience training and educating others. And what do I do? I stick that on it because I'm going to make a video, Don't you know? And it rolls off, and of course it breaks. The first one in my have ever broken. So you've got to know what you're doing and why you're using it. You can't just say, "Oh, I've got a skin eruption somewhere," and then get one of these off of um, the internet and think that you're going to be healing something. Because you're probably not. And what are you going to do if it breaks? And where does the gas go? And this is very fine, fragile glass. So you depend on your esthetician for that. Okay. And that would probably be me. So I'm open to appointments. Now, most of you know that there's been a lot going on in my world in the last 21 months. And so I'm up at 'em again. I appreciate the thoughts, the calls, the prayers, the appointments, the gifts, buying the products. As you can see, it's a result. Products everywhere, everywhere. Um, just one company doesn't make enough products of the right kind to go and be beneficial for every client of mine. If they did, I would just work with one company and use the products from one company. They don't. So it breaks my heart when I'm in the drugstore because I don't go to the larger stores. I just can't stand it because I find myself in those aisles looking to see who's looking for things. And it's usually a mother and preteen or teenager looking for solutions to what's going on with the skin. And so bad, I want to say, I can help. I can help. I can help you. It will go away. I can help. But of course, I don't. It's not my business. They didn't come in to see me in the first place. But yes, I'm educated and trained. I'm licensed. And I've got a lot of advanced education as well. And so you call me and we'll get started on whatever your skin issues are. And then whatever I see that will come in next. So we work on what is important for you first. And remember, there's a frequency that I can use anytime. You can't just really come in and say, I would like to schedule high frequency. Because it's like, well, which color gas do you want? Which kind of gas do you want? Determine that. I know. Jill Russell Facial Therapy Center.